mean, I know that there were some, from some of the emails that I received, there were some questions about, you know, what do you do when your one stop is part of the DOL office and DOL office is closed? It sounds like that's the situation, you know, that lower chat was in. So if you don't have any questions right now, I'm sure that Dolores would be happy to hear from you at a later date.
Hi, Robin. This is Phyllis Jackson. How are you? I'm
good. How are you doing?
Good. Hi, Dolores. I do have a question about, I heard you mention that you all posted up the thermometers or the temperature read outside. Do you have like a list of suppliers where you may have found a reasonable price? Because I know at some point they had started price gouging. And so do you have any reputable resources that may be good for everyone to maybe tap into?
No, I do not. I work for the city, so the city provided that for all the city buildings. I guess I could try to check and see if I could find some information for you.
Okay, that would be great. I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Just send me an email of your location and your information, and I'll see what I can find for you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hi, Dolores. Good morning. This is Howard Scott from WorkSource Making Bid. Quick question. When you guys moved, did your partners move with you?
No, we're usually located inside of the Department of Labor. So once they closed down, then they just moved us to the main office. We have office spaces in both places.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sonia and Alisa. We do have one question from Rob LeBeau asking Sonia, you mentioned creating a pandemic plan. Do you have this as a written document that you can share?
Absolutely. We would certainly be willing to share this with anyone that was interested. We do have this in a written plan.
Okay, is that something that we can share on our website as part of the resources from this training?
Yes, if you'd like, absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, Robin, this is Rob again. Good morning, Sonia and AJ. How you both doing?
Good morning.
Question real quick for you and also for Dolores. Did you have any pushback from customers coming in not wanting to wear a mask, not wanting to limit their time, not wanting to take the temperature checks? And how do you address that? I know you start running a line there about, you know, personal health issues and whatnot. So was that an issue and how did you address it?
Yeah, at least I'll start and then you can chime in if you like. You know, that was something that we were concerned about initially. And keep in mind, by the time we opened, which was in July of last year, folks were getting pretty used to this environment that we were working in, the requirement of wearing a mask. Although there's always some folks, some outliers that are not willing to. But for the most part, I don't think we had anyone that came into our service center that was unwilling to put on their mask when asked, or if individuals did not have a mask, we were willing to provide them with a mask when they came in. For the most part, individuals were always willing to wear their mask. One of the things that we were initially concerned about, because we thought about taking temperatures of customers, but that was something that we decided not to do, just because, you know, we really felt like we were already working in a volatile environment at that point, and we didn't want to put our front desk staff at risk, you know, by taking someone's temperature and then having to deny them to come in. So that was something that we did not execute upon, the taking of temperatures. But as far as masks go, people have been very participatory, very willing, and just really only concerned about themselves and wanting to come in and utilize our services. Lisa?
Yeah, and I'll kind of piggyback off of what Sonia said. We only required our staff to take their temperatures prior to coming to work, and they had to sign in each day indicating just a yes or no if their temperature was below the average that we considered to be an issue. And so if you came into the building, you should have already taken your temperature. We did not require customers to do it. We did not have any problems with customers wearing masks. We did host a recruitment event on a Saturday, and we actually took temperatures on that day, and no one had a problem with it. Like Sonia said, by that time they were used to having being required to do so for most places that they went to, so we didn't really get any pushback from people. The biggest thing is once they're in the facility, if they're sitting at the computer station, sometimes they may lower their mask. And so the staff just gently remind them, you have to keep your mask on completely and fully. And they have not received any problems.
We haven't had any issues with it. Also, one of our reasons might be that we have a sheriff posted in the lobby, and even the ones that have tested positive for a test and couldn't make an appointment, when they came in, they would bring us a negative result where they went and retested. So we haven't had any issues with that.
And if
Hey,
I could get
Robin,
yep.
sorry, yeah, just one more quick question. Does anybody have suggestions for funding or grants or other way to try and supplement the cost of getting all of these preparations in place and the cleaning and the equipment and all that? And I know, Lisa, you mentioned that the state has some resources, but any thoughts on funding or other areas to get the equipment to help with the reopening?
Hey, Rob, this is Sonia. I know that we were able to secure a grant when the CARES funding was available for our county, and they were willing to assist with some of those things as well. So maybe your county would be, some of your counties might be willing to assist as well.
Rob, were you able to hear that clearly? It was it broke up.
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you, Sonia.
okay. All right, broke up a little bit on my end. So, and there is a question just to the participants. So are any of you anticipating opening? And would love to hear your comments or your thoughts on moving forward. What are y'all thinking? We're all still up in the air. It's hard to plan for something that you don't, we don't know what the timeline's going to be. Rob did mention they're considering a July 1 opening depending on case level. Okay. And again, I just the challenges of being in a DOL building. Unless you have a separate office where you could accommodate individuals, I'm not sure, what the solution would be there. This is, I hope I'm not getting out of my my area, but I'm wondering, excuse me, let me mention Brett's comment. We have presented a plan to county leadership and are waiting approval to move forward. Okay, thank you, Brett. What I was gonna ask for the areas where your one-stop center, and I know nothing is a simple solution, but is there an opportunity possibly to work with the local technical college to be able to accommodate individuals there? Again, I'm just mentioning that off the top of my head. I know there's a lot more involved than just saying, yeah, let's go do that. So
well, if that's something people are interested in, if they'll contact me, I'll be glad to be the go-between for that too. And who knows, it might be a great partnership.
okay. I mean, I know a lot of areas that partnership is already there, but in some areas, yeah, it might be an opportunity. So please feel free to reach out to Lisa or through our office. Let's see, Ashley Becker says we are currently looking into that. Lisa, what is your email? So we'll share that, and it's a great suggestion. So let's see, I was going to say, I know we've got Lisa's email address listed there. So please feel free to reach out to her, send her an email. And then maybe what we can do, Lisa, is depending on the direction that this goes in, would start to share that information with the other areas as well.